again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC. And right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Cobble. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at CobbleCars.com. All deals with group credit, must trade, and finance.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
And electrical.
You're spending $300 a month. Binge drinking is the most common form of excessive drinking, which costs the United States more than $191 billion each year. By drinking less, you will save $300 a month. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School. Sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves that makes them smile, celebrate. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
That was a pass that was headed and picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15. Fans, I will score!
On 90.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to it on a Tuesday. Congratulations if you made it through this weather and what it was last night. There are folks who are still recovering today, so I want to say that we're hoping that the things that went wrong are fixable. Those things that are broken are fixable, and that your existence hasn't really altered today, because there's some folks that went through it again. We went through and had to make some adjustments, even in the bathroom ceiling flood pouring down, knocking panels out of the ceiling, and it made quite a messy bathroom this morning. DP, no Jay Foreman today. Me and Austin Norman to hold it down. We got a special guest at 4:30. She is the newest member of the Pro Volleyball Federation champion Omaha Supernovas. But you may know her as former Husker Kayla Caffey will join us on Old School at 4:30. Austin, if you would please let them know about the Mercado.
Gladly, certified Piedmontese, every type of meat and every type of cut. I know for a fact that you're planning on grilling this weekend. Stock up now. Don't wait, right? Just like Christmas in July is a thing. You don't wait till the last minute to buy your Christmas presents. It's basically last minute now if you're 4th of July grilling. But hey, the Mercado's always got you. So make sure you stop by and stock up because you want to have a good weekend. Best weekend start with the Mercado.
What's your thing this weekend? So you're gonna 4th of July plate. What are you gonna put together?
Oof! It is.
What's the ideal 4th of July plate?
It's burgers. It's hot dogs. It's any chip that's not a barbecue chip or a salt and vinegar chip. Maybe some beans in there, probably baked. Watermelon, if I had to guess.
Is there a right or wrong bean for grilling? What's the rule?
I traditionally think baked, but I'm less beholden to beans.
Are you a favorite? Are you going to put something in the baked beans, or are you going to take them as they are?
Well, I mean, I hope they come cooked with bacon.
But if not,
why would you make them then?
Well, when you make your own bacon, wouldn't you
just chop it up, put it in the beans, cook them? Is that the way you do it?
You wouldn't cook them first.
I don't know. I've never made baked beans myself. Someone else is making them. I'm eating them.
Somebody else is making my beans. That's fair. Like I never assume that people are doing a thing the way that I've seen people do it. Text line, of course, you can feel free 402-464-5685. Let us know what you think. Like, what's the right way? Because
are you telling me Nebraska surprised you? Is that what you're telling me, DP?
I'm constantly surprised, which is kind of sometimes it's a good trait, and sometimes it is a mortal flaw. Curiosity can get in the way. I don't know. Like again, the Texas probate says, yeah, brown sugar, bacon and some brown sugar. But is it cooked bacon or is it not cooked bacon and then put in the beans to cook with the beans? Like I think that's a fair question. Big Slim says, okay. Baked beans, brown. I'm assuming that's brown sugar. Hamburger, onions, green pepper, a little bit of Washer-Sister sauce. Washer-Sister sauce. Big Slim, love you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's the thing. Crowbait says, yeah, in the bacon and brown sugar. John and Cortland, hey boss, how you doing, man? I don't know, Austin. I'm trying to figure that out. That he says, whoa, anything but a barbecue chip. I don't know.
Barbecue chips are bad. Salt and vinegar chips are bad.
Ooh, you're going on that hill, aren't you?
I firmly planted my flag.
You're going on.
My castle is built.
Yeah. What do you have against barbecue chips?
I'm not a barbecue sauce guy either. So my stance is that if the meat is cooked properly, you don't need sauce.
You hating on barbecue.
No, I love barbecue. I'm hating on barbecue sauce.
Meat without barbecue sauce is not barbecue.
It's the way God intended.
No, that's just meat, Austin.
Barbecued meat. One does not require barbecue sauce. And barbecue chips are a fake pale imitation of it.
The sauce makes it barbecue. Otherwise, it's just pulled pork.
Yes, wonderful. Great. Cool. I'm in for just pulled pork then. That's where I'm at with it.
Come on. Really, Austin?
Truly. Honestly.
This is the hill you're going on. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Crowbait, my man. Stand up. Thank you. My white is showing. Yes, probably. Don't care.
Bryce, if you're in your defense, Austin, if you're going to be wrong, go all in. Like, that's a fair.
I don't think I'm wrong. Okay.
Eric put you on the list.
Oh no.
He pulled a Jericho. Austin, you just made the list. That's beautiful. Yeah, I don't.
Can I sign my own name on the list again if I'm going to go all in?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I respect people that make their own barbecue sauce. I understand that there's an art behind it, and I love that everyone has their own. I just think it's unnecessary. I'm not using barbecue sauce. You can't make it.
But okay. See, let me say this. This is why some folks say you're invited to the cookout, not to the barbecue. Right? Because the barbecue is a different thing. To the cookout, where we're going to cook outside.
Mm-hmm. The cookout.
It's a cookout. The barbecue is if you are specific to, and there are people, melanated people, who will over barbecue all the meat. Those are barbecues. Smoking meat is not a barbecue. Grilling is not a barbecue. Sauce. Am I missing this? Am I wrong? Am I wrong in this? Y'all help me out here. Help me out. Luke, yeah, get him, bro.
No, Luke's with me.
No,
Luke's with me.
No,
Luke, I'm sorry, DP, but you and your entire station had my pulled pork, and it didn't need any sauce.
No, but he called it pulled pork. He didn't say it's my barbecue. He said my pulled pork. That's exactly what it was,
cool.
Luke.
Yes.
And it was a fine pulled pork.
It was good.
But Luke had a little thing of barbecue sauce. So there's that.
I don't know. I'm just sweet and meat do not go together for me.
I don't even know you right now.
I don't know.
I don't even know who
I lean into the
who
savory.
hurt you. Who hurt you, Austin? You don't.
No barbecue sauce. Nah. Jeremy the grill master.
Never on this station has the word sweet and meat never gotten a response. Always.
I know what I'm about.
Always. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna have to reset the table because I'm trying to get an understanding. There are several questions in play, right? Several questions. One, is it barbecue if there is not barbecue sauce? Two, Austin, when you're going to cook outside, how do you define it? What are the words that you use to say, I'm going outside to cook meat?
I would say, hey, do you want to come over? We're grilling tonight.
You're grilling.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That fits you because you're not barbecuing.
Nope.
You are not barbecuing. You are grilling.
What if you have a barbecue rub?
That's not the same.
But is it barbecue?
Flavored?
Is barbecue a flavor or a style?
Is barbecue? Again. Is it a thing? You have to work these things out. I'll read the text line before we go to timeout. So he says, well, technically, isn't the sauce describing the type of meat you're eating?
Aha!
Kind of like steak sauce. No.
I like that question.
No, because that's not really it. Barbecued _D.
BBQ _D.
Barbecued means that the sauce is present. You've added the barbecue. Right? That's what that means. Austin Eric says you're not welcome at any of my barbecues.
Is a term used with significant regional national variations to describe various cooking methods that employ live fire and smoke to cook the food. The term is also generally applied to the devices associated with those methods, the broader cuisines that these methods produce, and the meals or gatherings at which this style of food is cooked and served.
I'm going to say that a non-melanated person wrote that.
Most likely. Most likely.
That's what I'm going to say. That Crowbait says, I'll eat barbecue chips with barbecue sauce.
No.
How about that? How you like them apples?
I do not.
How you like
them apples along?
Well-seasoned meat doesn't need sauce, but it enhances the meal. That's Jerry the Grillmaster. Now, here's the thing. Then the question becomes, barbecue sauce versus barbecue flavored seasoning. Not the same. Hey, can you have barbecue seasoning?
I would say yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
No, I've not been in the kitchen when someone's applied it.
You've never seen a not in your kitchen, Nowhere in your kitchen is there a container that says barbecue seasoning.
Well, I'm sure there'd be plenty of barbecue, grill masters or pit masters that would say, yes, this is my barbecue rub.
I'm asking. So Texas barbecue typically done dry, and KC barbecue done saucy. Again, different regions, different cultures, different things. Trying to identify them. I'm not saying that I know them all. This is literally why, as I say, it's not my job to have all the answers. It's to get to the right question. So if you tell me that barbecue is an idea or a flavor or a sauce, they may all be true. They may all not be true. And Austin doesn't like any of them.
Correct.
Now, because the barbecue chip doesn't have sauce on it. It is barbecue flavored. Fair?
It is barbecue flavored.
Without the sauce.
Correct.
So there is a barbecue seasoning.
I would think so.
Somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Like Big Slim, I'm just trying to work it out, man. He's y'all are radio gold. I'm just trying to work, in asking for the weekend, what people have in play. Now I can tell you. You know who we need to call? Charles.
Bring him in.
Or Chubbs.
One of them.
Chubbs, if you're listening, call. Charles.
We do have Kayla Caffey.
Charles, if you're listening, call. So let's go to break. Let's get it all set. Let's get Kayla Caffey in the form. We can talk volleyball, and then we'll ask her what her 4th of July plate looks like. All that and more here on Old School 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln. Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through July 2nd is 20% off grass-fed New York strips. Plus, buy a mystery box and get 3 New York strips free. Also, buy 1 salami, get 1 50% off. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Do you have a new address or phone number? Update your info with Powerline, LES's outage reporting system. Visit les.com/powerline or call 402-475-4211 to sign up.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to old school on a Tuesday. Again, hope you're safe from this weather because it is doing a thing out there. But through all of this, this is a big weekend for the Pro Volleyball Federation and what's been going on. It was free agent time. And the Pro Volleyball Federation champion, Omaha Supernovas, this is the restructuring after year one, winning the title and knowing what the league is and the standard of the league, the quality of the league, and then how to represent Nebraska and volleyball and women in the sport at the highest level. And all eyes were drawn to it. Throughout the course of my time in Nebraska, you meet certain people and you go, okay, that's a star. That's a star. You get to watch them grow. Some of them leave town and find success elsewhere. Some of them grow in other places, and then the universe merges and brings them back to a place where something good happens. And throughout the stops in the Pro Volleyball Federation, one of the joys of getting to call each of the Supernova games and matches is that you run into these young people, and we welcome one of the new additions to the Omaha Supernovas and welcome her back to Nebraska. Kayla Caffey joins us on Old School. Kayla, first of all, congratulations. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Listen, through the process, right? And I was just saying that part of the joy is to watch young people grow and develop in this space, and watching you in your time in the Federation, year one not knowing what it was and what it was going to be. Now we have an understanding that not only do we know what this is, but that you belong. Like, you belong. You played your tail off. First of all, tell us about year one in the Pro Volleyball Federation. How big was it to be the icons and now the heroes that young women all across the country look up to?
Yeah, year one was so special. Like, I'm forever grateful to have gotten to be a part of the inaugural season of PVF. It was really cool just seeing like how everyone came out and supported professional volleyball. Like, because we didn't really know what this was going to look like. I mean, we knew that college volleyball had a following, but it was just really cool that everyone in all the city traveled to really rallied around. I was at the Grand Rapids Rise, and it was a really cool experience and really something that I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Kayla, it was interesting because we were there early in the year, and to watch that crowd except you. And that's such a really cool building. And to find folks that would stay after matches just to take a picture and get an autograph for you, but to watch the young ladies look up and just in total awe of these new superheroes that they could root for. I mean, this is the game now that you have created a path that didn't exist.
Yes.
I'm going through the notes for the year. And when you came back to Nebraska, when you came back to Omaha and you got to see this crowd, you knew that Nebraska loved its volleyball. We didn't know that it was going to show up that way. Compare Nebraska, Omaha's crowd to the rest of the Federation and what you saw as you traveled.
I mean, there's no doubt that Nebraska is the epicenter, the focal point for volleyball across not even just the country, but the world. Like, the fans, there's so many. They come out in droves, and they love their volleyball. I mean, we've seen it down in Lincoln at the Devaney Center, and they showed up the same way for the CHI Center, and they showed up every time. Every time we played Omaha, it was a packed stadium. So really, really cool, but also not surprising at all. They love volleyball in the state of Nebraska.
Through all of this in year one with the championship, and you had the ability as a free agent to make a decision and be a part of where you were going to play in 2025. Why Omaha for you?
So everyone's been asking this, and I've been saying the same thing. They were the first one to reach out to me, and it just really meant a lot to me. I had a good conversation with Bird, who's the head coach, and Diane, and I just felt like it was a really good fit. Diane shared with me that she came from Nebraska, and their volleyball program she was familiar with, and a lot of ways that they shaped the Supernovas program was similar to the way that they shaped the Nebraska program. It was just attacking it as, total athlete, mind, body, nutrition, all of that stuff, not just like, oh, what can we do in practice to get better, but like really recognizing that the athlete is just a total package that you have to care to. So I really just like that coming from that environment and that system, and I just thought it was going to be a really good fit. So I'm really excited for the season. I think it's going to be really good.
Have you talked to any of your former teammates about the Federation? And if you have, what do you say about this new league, this new Federation?
Well, anyone who asks, I mean, I'm trying to convince them to play. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, you have to play. It's so cool to just be at home and playing and get to see your family and your friends. And it is really cool looking up in the stands and seeing little girls, because I remember being that little girl, like going to games and just watching and just fangirling, thinking it was the coolest thing ever. So I'm always trying to convince like players who maybe are overseas or even just like haven't been playing for a few years because overseas wasn't for them to come and play.
Through all of it, like the importance of having your family be able to get to you, being close enough for friends, but for you, the comfort of playing in this country and the value of it, because there is importance to having this league. How much was it an additional burden to carry this league? Because if you folks got it wrong, that it may not ever happen again. But you put on such an exceptional show that this league is on strong footing. Was that a part of it for you? Did it ever come to your mind that, you know what, we better make this work?
Oh, definitely. We talked about that all the time. Like, I think we had this sense of like, this is way bigger than us. Like, we have to perform and we have to come out here and put on a good show every night, even if we don't feel like it, because there's generations of girls under us who need us to do that so that this league can be something for them. Like, it's not just about us in this moment. So that was definitely a little bit of pressure, not a burden, but a little bit of something that we were thinking about each game.
We're talking to Kayla Caffey, formerly of the Grand Rapids Rise, now of the Omaha Supernovas. And Kayla, I a part of me wants to call you Miss Caffey because as a teacher in waiting, is that a thing is that a part? How close is that to your heart, that you're going to be an educator? You built yourself to be an educator, and what happens maybe in Omaha that maybe you'll start poking around and looking at schools and young people to lead?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, education is really close to my heart. I mean, my mom's an educator, which is what made me want to do that. And I have other family members who also are in education as well. But every time I step into a classroom, I'm just reminded how much I love it. And that's why I do it, honestly. Like, I love getting in and substitute teaching, even though I don't need to do it. It's just something that I genuinely have a passion for. I love just helping and seeing like students grow and just building those relationships. If I had time during season in Omaha, I would definitely sub just because it is really, really rewarding for me to do. But I don't think I'm going to have much time. But hopefully through some community service projects, I can still connect with the youth of Omaha.
With Diane and Jeff and Coach Bird, I have a sneaky suspicion that they're going to find your way into many classrooms around Omaha and the state itself, because that's part of what they do. That's been a big part of the Supernovas action, was to be in the community. Long game. If we had said to you 10 years ago, hey, listen, Kayla, you're going to be a teacher and a professional volleyball player, what would you say to young Kayla?
What would I say to young Kayla?
Yeah.
Ooh, a teacher and a professional volleyball player. I would say, wow, that sounds pretty awesome. Like, that sounds like the dream come true. Like, you get to do both things that you love to do. So you can't beat that.
It's amazing to watch, because even with you on the other side of the net perspective, watching the Supernovas and what happened here, and then with the Federation, the talent level, people always want to ask about the difference in talent level. And I'm like, no, it's a different game. The electronics changed the game. The size of players changes the game. Style of play all changed the game. How would you describe this type of pro women's volleyball? Because the Federation with its electronic plays a different kind of game. Like the substitution pattern certainly plays into it, with the limited number, less time chit-chatting about bad officiating calls.
Yeah, for sure. Personally, I kind of don't really see that big of a difference. And maybe it is because I've been playing pro for a while. I think maybe like for rookies, like they might, who are closer to college, might be able to say, oh yeah, like I've noticed this big difference. But like for me, I'm not really noticing that big of a difference, which is really cool. That it's pretty seamless. And I guess that means they're doing a good job mimicking other professional leagues. So I also played in Puerto Rico and did AU Pro too. So yeah, overall, it's just been really great and just really excited to get going this next season.
It's so funny. Kayla Caffey, the professional veteran. That is such a really cool thing to say, knowing that this journey has paid off. So as far as you know to your schedule, when do you get back to Nebraska? When do things start for you?
I'm actually not sure. I'm waiting for them to tell us the report date. But I'm sure I'll take a visit down there and hopefully get in the gym a little bit and train just whenever they're going to allow us to do that. So I'm still waiting for that date, but I'm not sure. Last season, it was January 1 is when I had to report to Grand Rapids. And we had training camp like a week or two before that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite the run. Kayla, again, exceptional to watch you as a pro. It's even more exceptional to know that you're going to be wearing the Omaha Supernovas colors this year, and that we get to call your games and matches. Looking forward to you, and I know this community is looking forward to having you back in.
Yay. Thank you so much. I'm excited too. I can't wait.
Kayla Caffey, newest member of the Omaha Supernovas. Kayla, thank you. We will see you when you get here. We'll throw the break. And it looks like Jay Foreman's in the building. We'll have more Old School here on The Ticket.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from a program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today: showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the day. We'll see an afternoon high around 85. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms early and mostly clear, with a low around 61. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies will return. We'll see an afternoon high around 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puck from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-on, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Hay season is a race against time. Win that race with an all-new 1 Series round baler from Landmark Implement. The all-new John Deere 1 Series round baler is a revolutionary leap in baler technology that captures near real-time moisture and weight data that can be analyzed through Operations Center to improve your bale quality and farm efficiency. Are you ready to upgrade your hay equipment? Contact your local Landmark location for full details on the new 1 Series round baler and experience the Landmark difference.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 26th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Hey, future Hall of Famers. It's 3-time national champion Rashawn Jackson here to let you know about the Youth Running Backs Camp held on July 6th at the Lincoln Sports Foundation. Come learn from some of the biggest names in football of the state, including Amir Abdullah, Amon Green, Terrell Farley, Gamorne Pearsonell, Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Todd Euler, Kenny Bell, and myself. And get a free t-shirt with sign up. Please visit theticketfm.com to register. That's theticketfm.com to register. Space is limited, so don't miss your chance. See you there and go Big Red.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? I am back in full effect. I want to thank Miss Coffee for coming back to the homeland. I mean, coming back to as a professional.
Come on back through,
yeah.
Kayla.
Big ups to the Omaha Supernovas. You know, obviously you win a championship and you just don't stay on pat. You continue to, level up like they like to say now. That's the little catchphrase. And, obviously when you can bring back a couple former Huskers or Huskers at one point in time, it's always a good feeling because I'm sure even though they had to go to different places at the end of their college collegiate career, I think Nebraska is obviously a good place for them. So obviously at the professional level, Omaha Supernovas is first class. And so a lot of pressure, but a lot of excitement and opportunity for them to come back and, continue along to go back to back. You jump out there the first time, everybody's going to be having you in their crosshairs as far as targeting you to try to make a name for themselves by knocking you off your throne.
Well, they knew Omaha was the target. That's why they got the first game in the home game. Everybody else hating. And there was some resentment.
Oh, I'm sure.
There was some resentment that, Omaha seems to be the favorite. Not only the favored, but the favorite.
Right.
And that, again, Omaha was doing play-by-play and having the full travel entourage and the big crowds and the good building and lived nice and all those things.
You might get it again next year. Sorry.
Well, look, it's not going to get easier for you. To bring back Caitlin Horde is also back. I like the additions because there's some Nebraska flavor.
Right.
They're familiar with it. They know how much it means to them, and they all had run in the league. So it's not like you went out and got folks who are new to it. There'll be a draft later on, so there'll be some more players added, and there'll be some more changes. Some other players are going to move on. It's tough losing Sydney Hilly to the new expansion team in Indy. Dallas will come on board as well. So there'll be 10 teams in the Federation this year. Should be interesting, Jay. Looking forward to it. Was, matter of fact, talking to them today. Shout out to Jen Ray Wang. Hopefully she's healing. She had a surgery. She's, of course, the person that kind of provides the energy for the Supernovas and getting this broadcast flagship deal done. But, yeah, they'll be back on the ticket. So
yeah, man. It's a good problem to have. I would say those are in the sports world, first world problems. Defending your title. The better you do, you're going to lose some players, but then also it's great opportunities, especially when you get to be, as everybody was last year, the first on expansion teams. The whole league was an expansion league. So it's just part of the business, man. It's onward and upward, and they got a little time to get their ducks in a row and then get that party started again.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Bird got the interim tag removed. So
wouldn't that be gone after like 10 games? 10 matches?
I asked that.
I didn't even know that was even real. I thought he already was the coach.
I laughed. You got a chip. You got a ring. You can't be interim. Has that ever happened before? In another sport, has there been an interim coach who won the championship?
Was Tyronn Lue the interim? Because they fired the one David, was it Bland or whatever his name is, beginning and middle of the season. Then they went on and won the chip, so he was technically interim, right?
Yeah, I'm trying
the only one I can think of.
Yeah, I don't know.
None have won a championship.
Look at Coach Bird making history.
Yeah.
I don't know it. I don't know. And when you bring it up, the only thing it says is Omaha Supernovas remove interim title for Coach Bird. So I don't know. Text line if you can think of somebody.
That's more of a technicality.
Yeah.
Probably.
Was there one in the NBA who kind of filled in at the end of season and got a title?
I thought that was T. Lue. Wasn't that T. Lue? I guess not.
I don't know. Okay. Text line will let us know.
Yeah, man. Anyways, it's good news. I think it's more of a technical type of thing. Yeah. But championships do champions do championship type of stuff. So
well, now you'll have her back for another year to give her grief about her Jordan LeBron take.
Oh, I'm sure she probably all over Bronny, as everybody else is.
I'm not on him about this, so I'm on Team Foreman with this.
Oh no, it's nepotism is been going on since the test of time, man. You just don't be mad because Bronny doing it a little bit better too. So
how about that?
Yeah. Anyways, quick segment. Take a quick break. Come back. Top of 5 o'clock hour. Old School is going to be back in full effect. The three-man posse, Jay Foreman, DP Austin, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln. Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through July 2nd is 20% off grass-fed New York strips. Plus, buy a mystery box and get 3 New York strips free. Also, buy 1 salami, get 1 50% off. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Hey Nebraska! Register today for the 40th Annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. Advocating for physicians in the health of all Nebraskans, Nebraska Medical Association, a proud platinum partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Hey, future Hall of Famers. It's 3-time national champion Rashawn Jackson here to let you know about the Youth Running Backs Camp held on July 6th at the Lincoln Sports Foundation. Come learn from some of the biggest names in football of the state, including Amir Abdullah, Amon Green, Terrell Farley, Demorne Pearsonell, Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Todd Euler, Kenny Bell, and myself, and get a free t-shirt with sign-up. Please visit theticketfm.com to register. That's theticketfm.com to register. Space is limited, so don't miss your chance. See you there, and go Big Red.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
The 4th of July is here, so get to Fairway Meat Market to get what you need for your grills and smokers. Fairway has all these options this week for just $3.99 per pound. USDA choice whole beef brisket, extra meaty pork loin back ribs, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, fresh cut chicken wings, regular or beer bratwurst, and 10-pound tubes of 85% lean ground beef. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
This is Coach Bill Bush. You all know my passion for Nebraska. Having coached all over the country, I can honestly say there is no place like Nebraska. You know where there's also no place like? Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank has proudly served Nebraska for over 70 years, and they're located in 9 different communities. Midwest Bank is ready, willing, and able to meet all your personal, business, and agriculture needs. Your community, your bank, and mine, Midwest Bank. Find out more at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Old School with DP and J.
And Todd Bowles, I'm gonna tell you this, DP. His voice does not match his body type.
That's what I'm saying. He's never I don't know how you can be led by Todd Bowles' voice.
That's a fireable offense anyway.
Like his facial expression is top notch. Then his voice, because it's literally you're there expecting. It's like Mike Tyson.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is Old School, sponsored by the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up, the crew is back. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Orman on the ones and twos. Old School live in effect from 1040 O Street. We are brought to you by the Mercado, Certified Piedmontese, Special Ingredients at Butcher Shop, 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, 168th and Maple, up there in the O, in the Metro. Plenty of stuff going on. And one thing I will say is this, is once July, I know everybody's excited for July 4th. People have been lighting off fireworks for, I don't know, about a week, give or take a few days. But once July hits, it is football time. And it's football time for every level of sport, every level of every age, every level of football. And, you know, whether you're thinking about high school, there was a lot of movement. And, you know, high school has a transfer portal, segment this year. College as well. Who knows if NIL will be trickled down to high school. You got NFL free agency, but either way, everybody knows after the 4th of July, it is camp season. With camp season comes, Phil Steele's preview, but also it comes the new NCAA 2025 DP. And we're not going to dive into video games and stuff like that. But if you watch the real DP, there's a couple of Nebraska numbers on there that was brought to my attention by one Austin Orman that had it on repeat.
I watched it once. Rico watched it 6 times.
Yeah, you're right. Rico.
I brought it to your attention, but Rico had it on repeat.
Yeah, Rico is one that keeps seeing it. Missed number 15. And guess who the next one was? DP, could you take a guess? You know Dylan was going to be in. It has his name on there, so there's no fake. Back when I played, and it was T. Frazier was 15. This is a real 15 out there. Who do you think the next one was?
I would say that it's 0 and then right.
No, not even close. It is number 31, Mr. Thomas Hill. Now it's just them going out of the tunnel, but from when you look at it, I mean, I was just looking on X or Twitter, or you want, and they were talking about football preview. Everything coming out of Nebraska is a little bit got 15 on there, and it's a quick change from spring ball. Do you like the pressure? Do you like the marketing? Obviously, Coach Rule sat down with Joel Klatt. I don't know what it was or what they were doing, but do you think are you a fan of putting a 18-year-old freshman out there, or wait until the middle of the season until he starts kicking tail?
There's got to be like
Who
if
offense sells? Who on offense would sell?
Fedoni.
How?
Hype. It's all hype. Aren't we talking about? We're talking about hype.
But
Fedoni's actually played in college.
Yeah.
He's actually played in college.
But the quarterback position, I'd probably argue right now where they're at right now, the number one quarterback coming in is always going to have more hype than the tight end that played a few games.
They didn't do it last year.
Well, we didn't have the number one recruit quarterback last year.
If it's about hype,
yeah,
then okay. If you're going to hype one, go ahead and hype two while you're at it, because neither one's play. Like we're not talking about either of them having established themselves as go-to guys in the Big Ten yet, so that's fine.
I look at it both ways. I think these kids are. I would say if we're back in the '90s or 2000s or whenever, up until the break of where college football changed, with the media attention, where these kids are getting interviewed, in 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Heck, there's a kid up in Omaha that's not even in high school yet. There's got a Division I offer in basketball.
But did Nebraska learn anything about the Adrian Martinez overhype? Because he competed as a freshman and then got hyped going into his sophomore year, and people were like, "What a terrible thing they just did!" And putting that pressure on second year, too much hype, Heisman hype, all the hype.
I mean, it's different though, but it's the hype was justified, right? I mean, he came in and just was like a breath of fresh, like the sun that just came out right there. You think it's going to last forever? The other factors was he being pushed? Was he being coached? Was he individually motivated? Was he working on his craft? Was everybody else getting better at him? We'll see. That's from year 2. If he does what Adrian does, then that's when the pressure really starts. I think athletes don't understand. Jumping out there is easy. You know what I mean? When you see rookies come in, and it's always they call it the sophomore slump. I mean, I went through it a little bit. When I tell the story of when you start those last like 6, 7, 8 games, probably I think 6 starts, but you play a lot those 8, 3 other ones. You start to go into the offseason and think this is easy. Not easy, but you're like, oh, I can play. They start game planning for you. It's a whole different ball game. And if you're not, constantly working at your craft and everybody else is continuing along the process of getting better, it could be a struggle. And then when you struggle, then that's when the pressure, starts to mount.
For reference, for Dylan to match Adrian, it'd be 3,200 total yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
I don't.
I don't think it's a stretch that he can do it. I don't think it's a stretch that he can do it. I just think right now, I think it's probably the best sellable product. I mean, he's got the, where's 15, where's Tommy Frazier, Mahomes, whatever you want to do, whoever you want to say, past and present, and then also, you got the bloodline.
Hype is hype. Like if you're basing it on what you've done, that's one thing. Otherwise, it's hype, and I'm okay with the hype train.
Right.
Like
somebody's got to be on there.
Well, no, they didn't have to put anybody from Nebraska on it. I think the bigger story is that Tommy Hill's on it.
It's just those running out of the.
I would ask that question. The fact that folks are saying something good about Nebraska and saying something positive about somebody who plays at Nebraska is a big deal. Like we know it's a big deal because it hasn't existed. It hasn't been there. So, okay, we happy that something good's being said. To me, it's hype. And I'm okay with the hype because he's earned that getting here. He got the number one ranking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's work put in. That's work.
Yeah, it'd be it's going to be interesting as we get closer to camp, and like I said, I would have loved to go all the way back towards the end last year and through the I don't know I'll call it free agency where you're recruiting and stuff like that, and be able to record and keep in the archives people's positions. Then as you go to camp, their position, and then how the season goes, it's going to be up and down. It's going to be play by play, quarter by quarter, because a lot of times people don't have a realistic view of it. And, if you get to say you get to, I was reading this article, just I don't know who he was, but he was, somehow affiliated with CBS or whatever. So, look, realistically, Nebraska will be, 6-1, 7-0. When you get to that point, then all of a sudden people will get changed, because as fast as you get to 6-1, 7, we saw this with Mike Riley. It'd be interesting to see when people either on the keyboard, cell phone, microphone, how they react to success. We talked all the time about the players, and we just did a whole thing yesterday. Administration, coaches, players, how they deal with it. Also, how some media members deal with it versus success and not success. That's the temperature check. That's what really influences everybody walking up and down the street, because they hang on every single word that you say on these microphones or on the, on the phones or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see how things go, and how they, either have a about face or stay steady.
Yeah, I mean, I work from this, that it's not my job to have the answer to how this is going to play out.
Right.
Like no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because it's speculating. If you haven't seen this Husker team, you haven't seen them work out, you haven't seen them drill, and you haven't seen everybody else. It's one thing to see Nebraska. You have to see everybody else. You have to know what they're doing. You have to know who their dude is, right? Because there's some dude at Ohio State we won't even talk about because he's fourth best player on the offense.
Yeah.
But guess what? He's still an NFL
talent.
Yeah.
Whatever,
So okay. So asking me about Nebraska, about Dylan being in the hype machine, I expect him to be in the hype machine because they know, whoever's contributing this knows that they get more juice squeezing the Nebraska orange.
Oh, yeah. Everybody in college football knows that.
Like, they know that. So, okay.
You write a Nebraska article, you're going to get views or clicks or whatever it is you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's going to be really, it's going to be really a good, if we could if somebody wanted to come from the, the college over there to really just really break down what people say. Because I guarantee you, when you go back and look at it and what they think or what they thought, and then how they change, it'll be a very, very interesting project for people. Because as much as whether it's a freshman quarterback, or I'm going to call Heinrich Harburg a freshman again, because this is the first time he's actually been really coached, and hopefully he better. So you're getting a new version of whatever, of him, along with what you had last year, then Daniel Kalen. And then when you got a lot of, freshman pieces as well, you got a first year, Fedoni's been healthy. What step he takes, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, because it's going to be up and down. There's going to be drop passes, there's going to be misreads. And does that change people's, quick? Everybody can be very quick and push send on a tweet or text or whatever, or come in here very emotional about a win or a loss. Because you could beat Colorado, right? And you think you got all the problems solved. Well, 5 weeks later, you're looking at somebody that, listen, that ain't Colorado. And then how do you challenge that? Because then you have to really, really look at, okay, did we learn last year from Michigan? Right? Forget the score. All right. Michigan won the national championship. So they went undefeated. So they just obviously were supposed to beat Nebraska. But how did you get beat? How did you prepare? More importantly, how did you compete? Right? That's bigger. And I wouldn't say bigger, because obviously the wins and losses are most important. As big in a lot of cases as the score, who gets up there on after the game, or when's it on Tuesdays or whenever they change it right now. I mean, since I played, who gets all that stuff? Because what you do against the best will tell me I can project more 2 years down the road or next year what you do against the best.
Yeah, I just again we don't. Here's where it is with for me. The talent pool, the resources, all those things have been added to. You're supposed to be better than you were a year ago.
Yeah.
Are you that much better than you were? And are you that much better than the teams who were ahead of you already?
Yeah.
And I think that's the measuring stick. And a lot of people will look at the schedule and go, well, yeah, some of those dudes after game 7, different.
Yeah.
Before that, it's going to be a slugfest. And we don't know. And you can't say, okay, well, I'm going to root for this thing to not happen. No. If you tell me 7-0 is where you're going to start, okay. 6-1, okay. 5-2, okay. Because then you're working on knowledge rather than speculation.
Yeah, I think that, the schedule kind of breaks up to expectations, or I guess say outside expectations, right? So whether it's Joel Klatt, my man Gus Johnson, whoever, outside expectations.
Well, they're also being fed. So we know that they're being
Well,
fed.
sure, but it's still their expectations because they are going to say whatever their expectations are because everybody looks at the schedule versus or along with your, like I'll call it internal expectations. That's individually, collectively, and holistically, right? Because the outside expectations don't matter. What really matters is how you go about your business. That's the first part of the schedule before you kind of, I think obviously after the bye week you play Indiana, so you could throw that in there as well. That's your expectations, right? Do we continue to work along the process of getting better each week, obviously, and winning along the way? That should be the expectations. We continue to raise the level of expectations, execution, and striving for excellence, right? That's the first part. Then you're going to get into the I'll call it the white knuckle part of your schedule. That's testing your manhood. That's testing your toughness. Everybody thinks toughness is okay. I'm going to line up on this side of O Street, DP's on the other, and we're going to run into each other. And if we're like Rams, if one person is down, then that's tough. No, what the toughness is in a lot of different ways is, can you study when it gets cold, right? Do you run extra, gassers or whatever to make sure that your wind is right, so you can play all 4 quarters when, it's not as, nice outside or so forth. You're not getting that natural kind of conditioning in. Can you continue to execute longer than you've had to before compared to Northern Iowa or UTEP, right? Because those games are generally or assumption. If you're handling your business in that first part, that's our expectations. The breaking point of those teams is a lot earlier than Ohio State, Iowa, all those teams, right? So now you gotta see if we can push ourselves past our breaking point and then push them to their breaking point. And that's either by executing longer, making plays that when we're supposed to, the turnover margin aren't as like bad timely or not at all, obviously. Are we better on third down or whatever the third down yardage that we needed to get better? Do we make that play? There's going to be 3 third downs in a game. Well, in these close games, whether it's USC, whatever there are, there's 3 or 4 third downs and whatever, and they're always your pimple, right? I'll tell the example. We played Denver up in Denver with Vic Fangio, and we used to run this cover 8 defense. And during the field, we were great. Then he would change it up in the red zone. Well, then we started to do our self scouting. We was giving up a touchdown 80%, right? Aaron Glenn was like, "Hey, we got to get this thing the hell up out of here." Well, we did. We made adjustments to play it more like we did in the field, but teams attacked us the same way for 3 weeks straight, right? And it was, what it was when we were in the red zone, either second or third down, 3 yards to 6 or 7 yards. These are the route combinations, or these are principles that we were doing. That's going to really tell a tale all the time. Yeah. That's the huge part.
Yeah, and again, that's why when we start talking about those things, we have to talk about the coaches.
Yeah.
Talk about schemes. I mean, we can base all this and put all this on the shoulders of Dylan Raiola.
No.
But there seems to be that from a hype train, one, it doesn't reach the national people unless the coaches share it.
Oh, sure. They're gonna. I mean, you're going to be okay with it. I would definitely.
We got to do. Yeah. And listen, I don't expect anybody from Nebraska say anything different. Say I got a dude. Like, hey, there's like I found myself saying it several times this year. Like, no, 15's a dude.
Oh yeah, he's like, definitely he's not. And people ask all the time, is he all that like every like? I was like, yeah, he's for real.
All
I mean,
that in the bag of
listen, dude,
chips.
this ain't like. Hey, this ain't a dude that you hear about and he comes up and then he can't play dead. I mean, here's the example I have for Dylan. When I was playing, basketball AAU in high school, and we always heard about this dude, this kid named Sam Jacobson, right? He was from Maple Grove, which at that point in time was the equivalent of, let's see, it would be like Ashland, maybe Bennington. You're just like maybe even Kearney. You're just way off the beaten path. Like nobody lives the heck out there. It's country and then a school. You got classes of like 30. You know what I mean? You ain't like up there. But you start hearing about this dude. He dropping 40. He doing this. He doing that. He's on Channel 9's news. So then he walks in the gym with, okay, all right. They say he's 6'6". That check out, right? They say he got a 38-inch vertical. Oh yeah, we've seen him catching he catching bodies off the backboard. They say he can go both ways off the bounce. Oh yeah. Oh, and then here comes Clem Haskins, and then everything comes to fruition. And you saw him a little bit when they made the Elite 8 run and Sweet 16 run, right? When they had all those dudes. And then you saw him be the first round pick and his first, go from there. So that's what I equated to when people ask about him. I'm like, yeah, it's legit. Now everything else needs to come to fruition. But what people fail to realize, and I want you guys to think about this during the break. I know what DP's answer is going to be. I'm assuming what Austin's going to be. I want to ask you guys what's the most important position group on this team that's going to either make or break this team going to a bowl game or bowl game plus, and that means bowl game plus wins. So we're going to think about that. Come back. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Orman. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and Jay on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The 4th of July is here, so get to Fairway Meat Market to get what you need for your grills and smokers. Fairway has all these options this week for just $3.99 per pound. USDA choice whole beef brisket, extra meaty pork loin back ribs, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, fresh cut chicken wings, regular or beer bratwurst, and 10-pound tubes of 85% lean ground beef. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today. Showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the day. We'll see an afternoon high around 85. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms early and mostly clear. Low around 61. And tomorrow, mostly sunny skies will return. We'll see an afternoon high around 89. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Don't wait for Lincoln's fireworks stands to open up. Get the good stuff at Roca Crazy Cracker in downtown Roca. Stop in from June 26th through July 4th for the hot spot for rockets and more this Independence Day. Open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. Roca Crazy Cracker Fireworks in downtown Roca.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Hey, Nebraska! Register today for the 40th annual Cornhusker State Games, taking place July 11th through the 21st in Lincoln, Omaha, and other Nebraska communities. The Cornhusker State Games features 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities. Price increases are approaching, so register early and save. For details, go to cornhuskerstategames.com. Advocating for physicians in the health of all Nebraskans, Nebraska Medical Association, a proud platinum partner of the Cornhusker State Games.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through July 2nd is 20% off grass-fed New York strips. Plus, buy a mystery box and get 3 New York strips free. Also, buy 1 salami, get 1 50% off. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and right now they are offering huge, and I mean huge discounts at Koppel. Get over $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing on select Sierras or Silverados. Plus, Costco members receive another $1,000 off. Yes, that's happening right now in Louisville. $9,000 off list price or 1.9% financing. You pick what works for you. Costco members, please contact us at the store or at CoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit must trade and finance.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We're back. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Norman. Old school, 1040 Oak Street. Live in effect. Pushing our way towards this July 4th weekend. And then the countdown will be officially on.
There's no barbecue Austin Norman over there.
Only grilled Austin Norman's over
Austin, you hit it. Austin, you hit a nerve, man, because you don't like barbecue sauce, my brother.
I'm sorry. No barbecue sauce, no barbecue chips.
So
he don't like barbecue chips, right? Like, I'm trying to get an understanding.
So it's the flavor of barbecue.
Yeah.
So when you have ribs, I take it you've had ribs, right?
Yes, I've had ribs.
Okay, so how do you just like your ribs dry rubbed then?
I mean, rubs. Yeah, rubs are fine. And if you've given me the sauce on them, I will eat them. Like, I'm not so anti-barbecue sauce, I'm going to, rub it off.
Okay, I got you.
But if you give me the choice.
You like it, yeah. So you like dry rub.
Dry
okay.
rub.
I mean, that's, you know what, if you go down to like Texas and Houston, I mean, that's, you fit right. That's what they like down there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You go down to Carolina, you probably wouldn't.
Problem is Kansas City's a sauce barbecue.
Oh,
town.
yeah. And it's good, too.
The meat tastes so good, but I have to say no sauce sometimes.
That's interesting. I can see why it's striking nerve.
He said that about barbecue chips, bro. Like, you don't even like barbecue chips.
Well, I can deal with that because that lets me know it's more of a taste thing or a flavor thing. And that's understandable.
I'm nothing if not consistent.
I was trying to understand. And then, so we were talking about baked beans, right? The type of beans you're going to put on the grill.
Baked beans? Yeah.
Well, whatever your beans are.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Right. And then he said, well, put bacon in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you cooking the bacon first before you put it in the beans? Or are you putting raw bacon into your beans and cooking the beans?
I'm cooking the bacon first.
See? I was just trying to go with it. Like, I'm trying to understand.
Or I'm starting to cook it, though. Depends on if you're really going to put them on the grill to,
you're cooking the beans.
When you're cooking them and making your own baked beans.
Yeah. So you're going to cook. And so in that space, but having uncooked pork in my beans does not suit me well.
Yeah.
Mr. Well Done Hamburger.
Well, dude, facts, man.
No, I would do it like, I like it like with the thick bacon or
Pork.
the thick pork
You like
on there,
pork,
and then so I like it like started, like where I'd like to sear it, get it started on the grill, then put it in there.
So
So
you're a pork and beans guy.
pork and beans, bacon and beans.
Yeah.
I like it everything. I
Okay.
put a lot of things in my beans.
Okay.
Second.
Yeah.
Hold on. So Andy Avila's out here. Andy's out here, and it looks like he has brought. Yeah. No. Tell him. Yeah. Yeah. Bring in DJ Andy. He up in here. Andy is up to something.
Oh yeah.
Andy is up to something. Andy Avila. Well, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Oh,
brother?
you gonna come in with the DJ voice? Is that what we're gonna do?
No, this is my everyday voice. Now I can give you a DJ voice if that's what you want, but in the meantime, I'll give you the real deal. This is my real voice.
How are you, brother?
Laryngitis blessed me a few years ago.
How about that? How about that? How are you, bro?
I'm doing good. How you doing, brother?
What brings you to the ticket today, man?
Well,
What's happening?
I had talked to you at an event, a boxing event. You were the MC, the master of ceremonies.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
you did
sir.
well.
Thank you.
And
Thank
we touched base then, and I told you that I wanted to give you some of my best.
Okay.
Because you provide Lincoln, not only him, but you also, Mr. Foreman, and you, New Jack.
You're right.
You guys bring Lincoln some of the best sports, not some of, but the best sports talk that this town has ever heard.
Thank
you. You got the MMA, you got the boxing, you got the football, basketball, you got wrestling, and those are things that we have not heard. And I know I missed a bunch of sports, but you guys cover them all, and you do them well. You go deep. So I wanted to bring you, especially with today being a gloomy day after last night having a gloomy night and all hell breaking loose. You got ceiling parts falling apart, and stuff like that around here.
Yep.
I wanted to fill your belly. I got some DJ Aztec pork chili right there waiting for you cats.
There you go.
To fill you up with some heat.
Yeah.
And hopefully just a little bit of comfort during
Yeah.
this.
It's always good, especially a day like today, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate. Who's the young man? Who's the young?
That is my young.
We appreciate that.
His name is Memo, aka Guillermo Santos Avila. Memo Avila.
Memo, what's happening, brother? Has he made his radio debut with you yet?
All of my sons have been to the other radio station, the station that I DJ at on Saturday nights, playing the funk music. And they've all been on the microphone. So they've had their debuts. Some of them enjoyed it. Some of them said, don't ever do that to me again.
Yeah.
It is funny. It ain't for everybody, right?
Yes.
Listen, again, seeing a friendly, familiar face at the events is always glorious. To know that you love what you do. Like you spend funk in an authentic way, and not everybody can do that. Not everybody loves it that way. Your story is one worth telling, because getting into it and finding your way, and then providing the joy that you talk about. Thank you for what you're doing in Lincoln. Thank you for who you are and how you do it. And thank you for the grub, because bellies matter. Bellies matter.
That's the funk for your belly.
Yeah.
I got the funk for your ear hole coming tomorrow.
There we go, bro. Greatly appreciate you, Andy. I just wanted to let you get on, say thank you in public.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, brother.
Let you guys get back.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah.
No,
Anytime.
we'll share with everybody.
Always.
Memo, what's up, bro? Yeah, we see him come in, and he brought the big containers, man. Austin, man, have to dive into some flavor.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, you're in.
You're gonna have to.
You're in.
Yeah.
Those are some of my.
Don't make me put barbecue sauce on it.
No, I'm not gonna make you do anything. It's good. So doing the boxing event, and he comes up just to introduce. He's like, "Do you know who I'm like, yeah, I know who you are, bro. You're a DJ. You do your thing. You're good people. See him on social media,
Right,
so
yeah.
you know he's good-hearted." We chopped it up more about life, about being good to each other, being kind, being decent, all those things. And he said, one of these days, I'm going to show up with something for you. Today's that day. So we get to enjoy AJ Foreman, Austin Norman. We get to enjoy.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, the early break crew get like a full menu of surprises. So between my man that just popped in and the Mercado, we're starting to make headway here.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. So we need to continue. We need some some good carrot cake and stuff like that. Actually, we had it one time. We need some more stuff like that.
Marcy's coming.
Yeah.
Good things, but sweet things by Marcy. So that's
There
coming.
it is.
That's coming. So in order.
There it is. So we've had plenty of time. What's the most important position group?
It's the big guys. First things first.
I knew it.
First things first. There are too many championship rings tied to big guys doing their job at a high level to not be. I get that the quarterback room gets the credit.
Yeah, that's always going to be like that.
And gets the bigger check. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Glamour matters. Okay, cool. But can you move the line of scrimmage? Can you lean against the opponent? Can you wear them out? And sometimes dancers are the most important thing, but quite often, them soldiers up front, them foot soldiers who move folks, Jay often talks about the bigs that were in front of him because they allowed him to do his job better. I just think on the offensive side of the ball, big dudes matter.
Yeah.
And I think that we can talk about Dylan, we can talk about receivers, running backs, etc. They're all going to do a better job if the bigs play well.
Austin?
Downstream of that, I have nothing more to add to what DP said, but running back really intrigues me. To me, I view the running back room right now as Nebraska searching for an answer, kind of like it was the year Divine Ezigbo really emerged. There's a lot of names you might know. Not a lot of them are proven. Gabe Irvin has been hurt. Ramir Johnson's been around a long time. Emmett Johnson, young, showed flashes, but ultimately unproven. Dowdell, lots to prove. The kid that reclassified. Quentin Ives, all in the mix. There's a lot of names that we've heard and we've talked about before. Obviously, their success is dependent on the offensive line's success, as is, the quarterback rooms and the wide receivers room. But there's been so much put on the shoulders of the quarterback position at Nebraska for too long. They need a guy in the backfield alongside of him to take it off. Divine Ezigbo had played a role for Nebraska, but wasn't that dude until he went for 1,000.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nebraska gets a guy to 1,000, but I think they need a guy to step up and get 750. At least one, if not two. Get a guy to 750, get a guy to 600, have two and a half guys in that room that you feel good about to take some pressure off the quarterbacks because it's been too long since Nebraska's had that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good choice. I mean, obviously the easy choice for me, I'd probably say D-line. I mean, they're the most important because, they showed flashes last year. I think they had the most depth and most proven depth, right? And you got potential depth and all in the knowns and guys have been around, it seemed like forever. The reason why I think they're so important is because they have to play even better. And so if they play better, that means I know they practice and prepare and their expectations is high enough. So by the way that they go about their business every single day, that's the offensive line will be better. You get what I mean? Because it will force the offensive line to get better because they won't get their butt kicked. Or if it's vice versa.
Well, iron sharpen iron.
Right.
And
That's the most
generally good. Is that, I didn't mean to cut you off. Is that the thing that's true, like as a linebacker, that if your offensive line is good, your defensive line will get better?
Yeah, and vice versa.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
Yeah, if your offensive line is good, your defensive line has to get better. Or, obviously they'll get all the new dudes. But
you beat up every day.
Right. But the reason why I'm saying the defensive line, they have the most continuity, right? I could look over and see Nash. You got Ty. You got everybody else. You got emerging stars or emerging players. And you got players that have been playing for a while, and actually, where especially Nash took a big step forward. Now we need a bigger step, and then you got younger guys like Van Poppel and all those guys, Jackson and all that showed flashes, right? Didn't look like freshmen, and Van Poppel didn't even from the first time didn't look like freshmen. And you got Jamari Butler. You're expecting Sherman to do something. You got Prince. So when you start to look at starters, co-start, whatever they do, Jay Foreman or whatever. That's why they're the most important, because you have to live up to the expectation. The offensive line was better last year and beat expectations, so you expect them to continue along that. I like Austin's pick, but if I had a secondary pick, I tie the running back room to linebacker room. They're the two same. So when you look at it, let's just say the offensive line performs at just like a 10% uptick from last year, right? I'm cool. I'm not cool with it, but I know they'll be good. And say the defensive line does the same. And everybody else the same. Say Dylan can play pitch and catch. You got more established receiver. Everybody else, Fedoni's healthy. You got Nelson that comes in and he does something or whatever. Then next thing you know, he's going to be the next Kelsey or whatever. That's fine. And then you got Lindenmeyer and all that, right? So you got those guys, and everybody takes their 5 to 10% uptick. The two rooms that have to prove themselves the most, and is right to have the most to prove, is that running back room and that I call it the stack linebacker room. And that's honest to God truth. Like corner, yes, but in a pinch, you can play hard. Hartsock has shown he can play out there, right? You can get other, and you got this right coming in and all that, and you got the safeties back there that you can kind of roll coverages and all that, and you got guys on the team that are just chomping at the bit that will play well, right? Just by depth and numbers. Stack linebacker, running back room, and you know who would be going at it every single day? Stack linebacker, running back room. Every single day. I don't care if you got pads. I don't care if you got spiders. It's walkthrough. I want you and you. And now you got guys that have played, right? You got Stephon Thompson coming in, all right? He's played in the system before. You got Bullock that you talk about a bright spot in a Matt Rule kind of diamond in the rough. You got him. You got Javen Wright, right? And you got
Bear.
Him, and then you got my man Shavers coming in. That's like a breath of fresh air, right? As a freshman, doesn't even look out of place. It just doesn't have experience. Then you got Emmett Johnson, who shown you that when given a chance, he runs with enough patience and knowledge. He'll get you the first down. He'll take advantage of you. Then now they're saying, okay, you're not the home run threat. Then you got Dowdell, that's kind of like the opposite. But you still got a lot of guys to prove. The defensive line is the most important because they set the tempo every single day. They have to, right? Defense line, offense. The two dudes that are going to really, two rooms that are going to make or break the two big units is those two. You play consistent linebacker play with that defensive line, this DB. It allows, or DP, excuse me. It allows all the defensive backs and Coach Cooper to do all that fun stuff.
Well, that especially up the middle.
Right. It allows you to mix coverages, double team a slot, double team a backside. It allows you to do that. And especially if you're stopping the run, especially if you're able to do it without overloading the box. Same thing on offense. You want to have play action pass game, you better have somebody that can tote the pill. I mean, those are the most two important positions. If I'm in that room, my whole mentality coming into camp is probably not on the same page as everybody else. And it's a great opportunity, but it's a ton of pressure. So as we listen, you got how many days? 29 days? Right?
Countdown's on.
Hey. These next 29 days are going to go so fast and so quick. I hope it doesn't catch people by surprise. But what caught us by surprise is getting to one more break. We're going to take a quick break, come back, put a bow on this bad boy. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Norman. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Load up on meat and more this summer at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through July 2nd is 20% off grass-fed New York strips. Plus, buy a mystery box and get 3 New York strips free. Also, buy one salami, get one 50% off. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane. Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral Health in Lincoln offers outpatient therapy for those 19 and over. The Bridge is conveniently located in the South Haymarket and near city bus lines. With payment options through insurance and a sliding fee scale, services are available for any adult 19 and over seeking help. Call 402-477-3951 to learn more or schedule your appointment today. The Bridge Behavioral Health is a local substance use treatment facility offering hope and a solid foundation for recovery through substance use treatment and behavioral health interventions.
Hey, future Hall of Famers. It's 3-time national champion Rashawn Jackson here to let you know about the Youth Running Backs Camp held on July 6th at the Lincoln Sports Foundation. Come learn from some of the biggest names in football of the state, including Amir Abdullah, Amon Green, Terrell Farley, Demorne Pearsonell, Derek Pearson, Jay Foreman, Todd Euler, Kenny Bell, and myself. And get a free t-shirt with sign up. Please visit theticketfm.com to register. That's theticketfm.com to register. Space is limited, so don't miss your chance. See you there and go Big Red.
Still using that old, outdated office phone system? You need better. At Hamilton, we offer solutions for the modern office. Whether you have an office full of staff or your employees work remotely and are on the go, seamless call handling is important. Elevate your communication and connect seamlessly with clients and staff with Hamilton Business Phone Systems. Choose better and hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What up? We're back. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Orman. Last segment before we put a bow on this Tuesday. Rainy Tuesday, getting the party started out throughout the day, and hopefully everybody withstood the. We know the ticket, stood strong, but there was a lot of power outages, obviously, from last night, and a little, intense moments. So glad it's a little bit lighter today, and people are are able to get out and about. Obviously, the big news in another sport, obviously, Klay Thompson spoke today, and more importantly, the best part was his dad spoke today. I don't know if you saw it, where his dad said, "Listen, I'm not in a congratulatory mood. All right." He said this, he ain't gonna lie, I'm disappointed. But he said, he's my son. I'm going to support him. I think, Tim Legler did a really good job of breaking down Clay going to Dallas. It's a risky move based on the style that Dallas plays. Now, it's up to Jason Kidd and all the powers that be, God Shammgod and all those guys, to put Clay in positions where he gets open shots quickly and starts fast. It's going to be that could be the move that puts Dallas over the hump if they do it right. I don't think Paul George is the answer. I think he's a big piece. I think they need to start to get some other guys with him and Maxey and Embiid. Now, I like Drummond, right? But I think that Klay Thompson, and you know what's crazy? This is how good Klay Thompson was. He averaged 18 points, and they're like, yeah, it's a down year. 18. Well, 17-9, but 18.
Shot 38% from three.
Yeah.
Down year.
Down year.
And they're not wrong.
But that lets you know the level of excellence that he's had. And he's done all this with DP. Would you say he's had limited shots in his career?
No. I mean, you would have to look at just from mere numbers.
All right.
But location, high hitability is what they would call it. Yeah. He got several looks.
Yeah.
Playing with Draymond, playing with Steph should get you better looks.
Yeah.
It should get you better looks. Then the question is, can you mimic it wherever you're going to go? So him going to Dallas, I would imagine that Luka, and
Kyrie,
that they both can get him open looks.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure it's with the frequency he's going to want.
Well, and it's going to be adjustment period. I just think with him, as dominant or as great as he's been as a shooter, and let's be honest, as a scorer, the one thing about Klay Thompson I think that never has been appreciated is the ability to be so efficient with how he scores. I feel he, rightfully so, to win. And when you're playing with two other Hall of Famers and arguably Iguodala, probably maybe a Hall of Famer, maybe, right?
Close.
I mean, dang close, right? Yeah. And all those other guys, whether it's Andrew Bogut when he was healthy, then all those guys they played with. I that's why I say, did he have limited opportunities? Because and the reason why I say is this, DP, he became so efficient that he could score 20 points on 8 shots. Mm-hmm. Klay Thompson somewhere else, even with another superstar, say he's with LeBron, he would have double-digit shots. But Dallas is just going to have to find a way to mimic a little bit, and then Klay's going to have to adjust as well.
Yeah, I want him to be successful there.
Oh, thank you. I mean,
I want him to be successful. Does he become the de facto leader, or is that still Kyrie?
Let me ask you. Let me put it back to you.
They're not going to win a title without being led.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
If you are Jason Kidd or Coach DP, who do you trust more as a leader to get you championship level? Right? Kyrie on the long term. Next 3 years, Kyrie or Klay?
Klay.
He is the leader. Now, he's going to have to slowly but surely. I think Klay, like Kyrie this year, I think Klay's going to have a big impact on Luka.
I would have preferred the Lakers story. Him making that move to Los Angeles would make more sense to me. And a better story.
And he fits right into what they need.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what this does for Dallas. I'm not sure that it does what it think it's going to do, but I think they're thinking Miami Heat from LeBron, D Wade, Bosh.
Yeah. Less wear and tear, more production.
Yep.
Long term. And leadership from Ray Allen though too, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you're bringing that extra.
You can still get that guy, right?
Yeah. And so, it'll be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of risk involved, obviously leaving, but wish him luck. It was rather surprising. So we'll see. Anyways, Tuesday is a wrap. Jay Foreman, DP, Austin Norman, Old School. We'll be back tomorrow before we send you out to the 4th of July. Anyways, I know, right? Anyways, firecrackers are going to be going off. Fireworks, I guess. Anyways, we'll holler at you tomorrow. That's Old School called firecrackers.
You get people in trouble.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln. Are you or someone you love struggling with substance use? The Bridge Behavioral